Hello everyone, how's it going? I don't know why Yu-Gi-Oh's not showing up, but let's here we go, Hi everyone, I hope you're all doing well. I have to sort a bunch of cards, and I'm going to hang out with y'all in the meantime while that happens. Kind of a late stream, it's going to be a very short stream too, but congrats on first Phoenix. Hello Warcraft Taker, hello Honcho, hello Abdul, welcome on in. Party's gotta go Abdul, but I promise the video will be here. It's gonna be a shorter stream. As soon as I get as many cards as I need packed up, I'm gonna have to get ready for my travels. But I have some time, I have some leeway. I have some food I gotta eat too, but I don't think I have the luxury of snacking first. I think I gotta sort my cards, you know? So, here we are everyone. What did I sort out? Let me see what I've sorted out so far. Oh, Fire Spite, how are you? Welcome on. I hope you have been having a good week. Apologies for being so busy. But I am a busy gal. I have been trying to get ready for this is the last stream before Worlds, by the way. Which I'll ping y'all if I make it today too. I'll let y'all know. I'm kind of nervous as to whether or not I don't think it's impossible. I don't think it's unlikely. I think it's also, there's a lot of very strong competitors, you know. Huh? So I suppose, you know. I suppose I am a little wary of everyone else who might be participating. It also doesn't help that I have to bring like 5 different decks, because I still can't decide what I want to play. I gotta make sure I have all the cards for those. Realistically, I'm probably only going to settle on one deck. Like, you can only play one deck, but since I still can't decide, I'm gonna have to bring everything. Well, now it's just the great sorting process. We're kind of hanging out tonight, we're just chilling. I don't have any hot takes. I think I just figured, you know, there was no better time to get in a stream for y'all this. So, again, apologies. So cute. Even this stream is going to be a little bit short, like I mentioned, but yeah, at least we have some time together. It has been extremely hot here in Southern California. Like, what else is new? Well, we've had heat advisories all week. Which I suppose isn't uncommon, though it is pretty it's not uncommon. It's pretty unexpected. I also can't show y'all pictures of it right now because I'm busy. What's the word? Oh, did we lose tracking? Oh, there we go. I can't show y'all right now because I'm busy doing. Oh, how I'm busy sorting all these cards, but I do have the deck box that was supposed to bring for Worlds for the World Championship. So I have that ready. If y'all remember, that is the one that... Y'all remember that is the one that we were supposed to. The prize for the tournament. The prize for the tournament. I think realistically, I am not going to be doing a trade. There's a lot of stuff going on. I'm not even entirely finished with all my sundial stuff, unfortunately. Again, when it gets down to the wire like this, now all you can do is walk. I'm getting my best to cobble everything together while I can. Meantime, chat, did y'all do anything interesting or exciting this week? I know that Killa, I don't know if Killa's on. Hello, Dova. Oh, no problem. Thank you, by the way. The binder came in, chat. The binder from last stream, it came in the mail. I haven't had a chance to show it off because I've been so busy getting ready for work. The binder did come in, so that's exciting. Thank you for stopping by. Apologies for streaming so late, but it will be a very short stream, and I promise you won't be missing too much. In terms of what's happening this weekend, shaking down the world. Oh, we are not even playing, so maybe we are winning. Welcome on in. Unfortunately, I'm sorting bulk right now, physically on my desk, so I kinda gotta lock in on that. You know, not that I don't wanna pay attention to what's going on the screen. My priorities and prerogative are slightly elsewhere for the time being. Just to make sure we have everything together. I have a big tournament this weekend, so I can't afford to not have my cards with me. Oh, SK Gaming, welcome on in. Yeah, Punch. We were just hanging out tonight. I wish I had more time to do the DC Cup and form the gems. I unfortunately am not afforded that luxury. It is what it is, you know, chat. Music sounding kinda snazzy though. Okay, so I think what I want to do is I want to sort one of these by all the cards that aren't going to be part of my main strategy. So all the packages that I intend on running, because I have a lot of packages. I should also probably like sort out my side deck and stuff. Why is there so much to do? Focus. Let's get all of these cards together first and make sure they are somewhere I can keep track of. The most important part. Are we losing tracking? I think we're losing. Let me make sure that tracking is real mine. Well, otherwise, I guess we're having a very stuffed evening. Arianda, you think? There's one deck in particular that I think I really want to touch, but I gotta bring it just in. There's a non-zero chance I you for the loot, cookies. Oh, hats worth. There can only be one. He's good into any death except for the Genesis. I think that's a fair assessment. Hello, Bushin. Thank you for the head. I still haven't set up the regular head. So I'm just going to give you the big one. I hope you're well, Bushin. We're having a late night. I'm going to set an alarm. Because we cannot stream more than like 2 hours. So if we started about 20 minutes ago, I'm gonna set a timer for like an hour and like 30 minutes. I hope you're doing well, Blue. I am currently sorting through a bajillion. Where is the enemy? I won't worry about that. Let me just grab all the cards. Every single one. Any that are in that sleeve separate. Thank you for the head. I don't know. We'll see if it's regular. Do y'all recognize any of these cards? Because I really don't. I really can't afford to pay too much attention to the tool right now. Because we're sorting so much. If you all recognize it, I have not set up the regular. Oh, the Yu-Gi-Oh screen. I haven't set up the regular head cat, so I'm going to just keep toggling the witch head. Apologies for this. I better hope to draw into the viewer. I'm not the one playing, so Death Duelist A's fun. Surely it'll be fine like that, surely. Surely nothing bad could ever happen. Surely. Me when I sort my 5 billion. Me when I sort my 5 bajillion. In the real fun. What else? These You are definitely sized. These ones can stay home. Kind of real. Definitely don't need the time I was sweating is not my time. Oh, goodness me. Thank goodness it's not my time. is awesome. Alright. Got it. Money. I shouldn't need any. Oh, no. Okay, we are slowly making progress. A huge pile of really. I should at least make sure to check on the cards with an available It should be an ample. Eddie Slump is a crazy tech. Uh-huh. Chains upon chains. It really do be like that. It's probably Diamond Gaming, right? Yeah, this is the most Diamond Gaming. Chad, do you notice that both these duelists have the cow? I love this little cow icon. It's one of the best things they added to the game, unironically. Double check the rest of these cards, but I believe if I've done this correctly, we have isolated all the cards that I'd want to run for other strategies. Okay, I was off by like 2. But that's good, because that means we're almost done with our job, really. The road. I could honestly fit a lot more cards into this, but I do want to be organized enough to keep these separate. There's one. So now I can move to the second one. The bongo, real in truth, chat. Real in truth. USA had their lunch money stolen. Goodness me, goodness me. What a time to be alive, chat. What a time to be alive. Don't you just love when your lunch money gets stolen? Okay, this makes it kind of easier for me if the card breakdown was out this way. That means I'm halfway done packing. And if I'm halfway done packing, that means it's time to eat my food. And there might be time to do some actual duels tonight, realistically speaking. Look, this never done for such a busy life. Since I owe y'all the head cats, let me replace this now. Gather these. By the time I get pulled out all the other cards. heard there's a new ZTK combo. Is that a thing yet in Macedon? Me, Sans Undertale. Hello, Mr. Zephyr Arcade. From Zephyr Arcade. Welcome on in. We're having a late night YAP stream as I get everything together for the World Championship, which I am participating in this weekend, chat. Remember, I am a world competitor, despite what y'all might think. I just choose to play bad decks in Yu-Gi-Oh! I am quite a formidable card game player. I'm gonna try my best, chat, but like, there's really good players, you know. You know I'm competing against like a Yu-Gi-Oh! World competitor in this card game, chat. That's kind of a tall order, you know. Don't get me wrong, I'll give it my best shot, and I'll probably give them a run for their money. But if it doesn't work out, chat, I don't know. It has to be your day with these things. It has to be your day. Sometimes, if it is not your day, it is what it is. So, keep that in mind too, chat. Keep that in mind too. That if you do want to succeed in card games, it does also sometimes have to be your day. And you can't be upset if it's not your day. Like, if it's not your day, it's not your day. Don't take it too hard. Don't take it too seriously. You didn't do anything wrong. Sometimes it's how much else you can do better. Like, not to say that you shouldn't be practicing, that you shouldn't improve. But what I'm trying to say is that sometimes, chat, sometimes it's just not in the cards. And if it is not in the cards, like your opponent just happens to get very lucky or something, they have the right cards, do not be upset. Do not be upset, you know? Like, I think it is always good to want to improve, and I think self-reflection and all that stuff is very important. But I think it also goes to say that one should not... don't be too hard on yourself when you fail. You know, allow yourself some room for grace. However you deem that capable, however you deem that worthy, do give yourself a bit of grace when it comes to these kinds of situations. Fundamentally, at the end of the game, and the end of the day, rather, card games are a little bit of luck. You know, you're gonna get a little lucky sometimes too. There are certain situations where, yeah, it is a skill match. But fundamentally, when a card game plays out, if your opponent had it, they have it. And if they did have all the answers, it's not like you played anything. Yo, Nabil, woo, that's crazy. But no, I have not ordered the ZTK combo YouTube. Twitch chat, I'm gonna give it my best. Hello, Camilla. Welcome on. We're gonna give it our best shot, don't get me wrong. But I'm also not like holding my breath. Trust me when I say I'm gonna give these duelists a run for their money. You know I don't like to let the boys win free. And if I'm not taking them out, my goalie so is gonna come for them. Either way, I think it will shape up to be a great season. I hope I can make it to day 2 so y'all can see me on Steam. But, y'all know me, I'm a little camera. I think it would still be fun though. Fight my disposition against the camera. Oh, hello. El Puppy Disney. Thank you. Is that a play on, like, Papa John's? It's okay if it's not. I am just curious. Hi, welcome on. If you don't know me, which you probably don't, because you just followed. The name's Santa Unsalliably. Sansely for short. I am a lobster girl who likes to play TCGs. I play Yu-Gi-Oh! Relatively casually, because I like to play a bunch of rogue decks. But I play other TCG is pretty competitive. As you probably heard me right now, I'm a world competitor for a different card game that's going down this weekend. I do hope to look at some other card games this year too, just because I think there are some I'm a little bit maybe interested in playing competitively. I think the biggest flaw for me playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Competitively is I just have so much fun with all the like rogue deck stuff. Like, I'm sorry, but I like playing Tindingo more than I like playing Yummy Snake Eye. Don't get me wrong, Yummy Snake Eye stick deck chat. I like playing D-Link more than I would probably like playing like 4-power Snake Eye Fire King. Like, not that D-Link isn't a good deck, but you know chat. The times have changed. I like playing Tenpai Dragon Chandra, but that's because I like Chandra. Hello, Elliot. Have I been studying for the tournament? Oh, I've been testing. It's between my super busy schedule of scheduling a bunch of... If y'all didn't know that, I have been conducting interviews on several of the other world competitors and have been publishing them, like, for a week straight now, on top of, like, several weeks leading up to the world tournament. So that has taken up a significant amount of my time, is dedicating my time to work on these articles. I do all the research, all the graphics for them myself. Y'all can check it out on my fan list blog. I don't talk about it very much because I mean, it's just something I do for myself, you know. But it is something I like. I am calling, trying to find out what I put on my spirit. I know I have them around here somewhere. I want to bring all my best stuff to the World Championship to give myself my best shot. I think bringing those along would be helpful. Maybe one of these. Definitely one of those. Who knows if I want to take these? I might as well. Sure. Sorting through all the cards that I might want to tag and bring along. So many options, chat. So many options. What bulk am I sorting? I'm sorting through my Alestos book so I can take my cards with me to World. If y'all don't know, when I travel for a tournament, I like to bring 3 decks fully constructed that I might play. I like to bring the main deck that I am the most confident in. Then I like to bring every possible side deck card for that main deck. And I bring an entire extra box of cards filled with several 3 to 5 to 7 card packages that I might want to side into. Just because what if I change my mind last minute and I don't have a card? Not to mention that I have to bring common printings of all my foils in case something happens to them, so I can swap them out, make them tournament legal. So I'm probably traveling with well over like 300 to 400 cards this weekend. On top of the fact that I'm hoping to bring home 1,000 sundials with my sundial trading. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, it's a lot of cards to bring. Maybe a little bit more effort than what other people would consider worth it. It gives me peace of mind. I would rather have it than not have it. The worst thing that happens is I don't use the cards. If I don't bring them, the worst thing that happens is I'm screaming and freaking out trying to find copies of these cards like the night before the tournament. Which I never want to experience that. So for the sake of my own sanity, I gotta bring everything. So much to do, so much to sort. How many people are participating? Right now I believe there are just under 70 players signed up. But there was a last chance to qualify where anywhere from 5 to 6, I think 15 to 16 additional players might qualify based on a point standing. So based on your placement, you will be awarded a certain amount of points. They adjusted the threshold in which how many qualifying points you need to be able to participate. So certain players, if they get at least certain rankings, will be able to push themselves over that point threshold and become available to participate. But we won't know for sure till it happens. So it could be a lot of players, it could be a little bit of players. It's still a decent amount of players. But... hello, hello. Welcome on. I gotta make sure I have a full copy of this for sure. I want to be quite dead without this hood. Thank you for the bit. So I'm kind of not up in arms, but I'm just really nervous that I might forget something important. I don't know why, but I guess that's just me. I'm a little bit of a worrywart sometimes. I think it's justified and partially warranted. I feel like... I feel like there was at least one more button. What? I still need to find where my spirit went. Like, it's not the end of the world if I don't find them, but I'd rather have them. Also, because then I don't have to worry about the feeling. But on the flip side, I hope y'all are having a good time. Have y'all been having a good week so far? Do you have anything exciting planned for the week? Aha! Exciting. This guy. Now that I know the ruling for this hood. Did I have to animate the witch head cats? Yes and no. So I do the base animation. The program does a good job of making it stick to my head, and the way that I do it works well with multiple angles. So if you're looking, it never actually changes angles. I just drew it really well and positioned it in a good spot. I'm sure I could, like, potentially animate it to be more dynamic if I knew, like, how to rig, but since that's not, like, my main focus, it's not really something that was primarily on my radar to get set up. Yes. Hi from the bus. Hello, Elemental Tea. Hi, welcome on in. I hope the bus is treating you. I am currently sorting up the bus. Yeah, I'm yapping. What's up? I'm having a good time. I don't have to take these along. I'll take one of these just in case. No, if I take that card, I want to take all the other cards. This one, though, these two, on the other hand, are real. Let's go check the rank on this duel. Oh, hello, Fascinator. I was about to say, I'm like, huh, yeah, the bus. I didn't want to like out you if you didn't want to make yourself known. Hello, say hi to the other Aussies for me. I guess good evening. Because it's definitely not the daytime. Hi. I'm trying to sort all my quads together because I gotta hop on the plane in a couple hours. Normally I drive to Vegas. But I really don't want the stress of, like, getting caught in traffic, being tired, and all that stuff. So, we're not doing that if I can help it. I hope you'll understand. I wonder if I can fit this in a deck box or something. What program was I referring to earlier? So there's a program called Live 2D, which is how they rig a lot of these VTuber models. It's not an art program, it's specifically like a rigging and animation program. Okay, this card is fraudulent. I don't even know why it's here. This is the most fraudulent part of my life. Oh, I didn't know I had this. This is good trade. Yeah, wow, good thing I went through these cards. These are some good trading cards. Cards intended to trade. Let's see. I swear, I had put somewhere on my desk a packet of penny sleeves. And now, for the life of me, I can't find them. Ugh. Guess my luck. Guess my luck. Whatever. This one. This is one of these. No, I probably can't. No. Shoot. I know I have some spare sleeves. It's gotta be around here. Watching a stream with bus Wi-Fi gonna tick off your America to-do list. Spectacular, spectacular. I'm really glad, by the way. I'm really glad we were able to get you a single. It sounded like you were fighting like God's toughest battle. Some divine sent you a challenge, and I'm glad you were able to overcome it. So if y'all don't know, chat, there was a decent portion of Alessio's players internationally from Australia. And so they're coming to the States to participate in the World Championship. And maybe just to hang out, who knows? I think we're going to lose one of them to, like, the abomination that is Tilt. Unfortunately, I think they volunteered themselves. We almost lost another one to Chipotle. Don't get me started on Chipotle. But you know what? It's fine, chat. We will persevere. We will overcome. What are these? These two are kind of new. I don't know if I particularly care about cookies, so I don't know how easy I can improve them either. It's fine, we'll figure it out. And then I have to pack. I had bought some sleeves in a sale a while back. Just be my backup sleeves for the weekend. So I gotta make sure I bring those along. Because another one of my, like, not pet peeves, like, another one of my, like, big fears at events, chat, is, like, not having spare sleeves. And then getting disqualified because for some reason my cards get blocked. I have a lot of anxieties when it comes to competitive card game tournaments. I hope you understand quite understandably. I hope you understand where I'm coming from. I terrible. That's what it is. No, I should probably put these cards out too. Goodness me. What link is this? Decent amount of diamond gaming tonight, it makes sense. One of the most populated of links. This is just a myriad of I don't think this one is real. One copy never hold anything. I don't believe in that card, but I don't not. You thought you were trained for the dangers. No, I think America's far more dangerous than you give it credit for, unfortunately. For better or for worse, yeah. Oh gosh. Whatever, I'll sort through those later. There's no time. There's no time. Anything in here? I really don't think so. This is a real test. Having a potentially next one of these is good. They're as real as they are fake. No, don't do it. Don't do it. What's the Mental's wing con now that Apple is banned? I think the Mental's wing con is summoning a giant guy on your turn, and then Fusion summoning something else. Oh, hello, Nesto. You came from YouTube. Welcome on in. Welcome in from YouTube. Thanks for making the trip all the way over. I'm not entirely sure with the wing con. Apologies if I haven't been keeping up super quickly with that. I am sorting a bunch of questions. Okay, there's certain cards I really should not be bringing because like these aren't real cards. But if I don't bring them, I'm going to be like, well, what if they were real? What if I needed this card? It's a vicious cycle. Goodness me. I'm not entirely sure though what their intended unicorn is because I don't play them. So I feel like even if I took like a guess or a game, it would be highly uninteresting. This card is also real but also fake. Hey, give him out. Might as well. If we're going as far, might as well. Put this as a package. But yeah, I'm not entirely sure. I think my Mental's Wincon is still just summoned like 5 billion dudes. again, I'm not entirely sure what the win con is. It seems like the win con is still summon a bunch of guys and fusion on them. It probably is just creation. I don't think there's any other, like... that could be one. Am I really going out of my way to pick this in? Well, maybe this is... I'm pretty sure it's still just like the one card that they summon. They summon like exactly like one card. Pretty sure it's still just that same card and that's like their win card. And then they summon it again. And then they survive and then they summon it one last time. It really does seem like that just intense. This one. Yeah. You huh? A little. I think if I had more time, I would organize this like much more, like element or something. We just don't have the time. If I really need them, I'll go. But yeah, it seems like still Creation King kind of is another. If anything, it's one of the few decks that, like, is fine with the Apple ban. I don't know if things considered, like... I feel like there were many other decks that were hit far worse. In terms of, like, I don't even think they have any more win cons now that Apple, like... And, like, example like Baguska. Like, Valmonica doesn't really have an end board now that there's no Baguska. I'm sure someone will think of a new one soon. That is sorted. I know. Please don't. Oh, hello, online. Thank you for the sanity check. Thank you for the head cats. I haven't enabled regular head cats yet, so I'm just gonna do it. You always say Valmonica into Lysel dual drive nowadays when defeated. Like, yeah, exactly. Like, Valmonica doesn't really have its own, like... Before old Valmonica was like, you go like Baguska fast, and then like... Maybe underneath one Valmonica link one, so if you open kind of crazy. But even then, like, I swear the deck's entire end board was just Baguska fast. Oh, Shaded Demon, welcome on, yeah. I hope you are doing well. Oh, no, hi, welcome in. We are sorting bulk tonight, I think I'm almost done sorting my bulk, which is great, because that means I'll be all packed up. Hello, Dakota, thank you. I will have a good stream. This is my last stream before I head out to a World Championship. So I'm just getting my stuff together. Important question, what's my thoughts on Branded? I think Branded is a, like, pile deck that is now, like, so many cuts deep into their own custom pile. that they essentially just keep printing custom cards for it. I think it's a fine archetype. I think because it just has so many options, it has the ability to keep up with meta if you are like, what's it called? If you're knowledgeable enough with the deck. I don't really play with it. I think I admire people who are skilled with the deck. I think I judge the people who only end on Sanctify attack. Oh, hello, Saki and Pooh. Welcome on in. Hi. So if y'all don't know me, welcome on in, Raiders. The name's Samson Salyavli. Sansoli for short. I play Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel, the One Piece TCG. Sometimes I'm a world competitor for a card game called Alestos, which I am going to be throwing down for at the World Championship this upcoming weekend. Tonight's the last stream before this, so we're just hanging out. I am packing up every single card that I might want to side deck to take for the tournament, as we watch some Master Duel. Oh, welcome on in. Were y'all also doing some dueling tonight, or what were y'all up to? Let's check this duel live link. It's the most diamond gaming of my life. I play Yu-Gi-Oh! Pretty casually. Yeah, it's this upcoming week. I play Yu-Gi-Oh! Fairly casually. Shadow Lord Zestiel, thank you for the follow. I play primarily rogue decks in Yu-Gi-Oh! Don't consider me a bad duelist though. I just really like how Yu-Gi-Oh! Crafts some of their deck types. I play primarily Tindingo. I can play anything from Vintage to Maya Costumey, Ghost Trick, Super Quantums, Goatee, Abyss Actors, Thunder Patrol. I play a whole bunch of decks. Over 40 unique ones I know how to play. I have a deck where I take Rescue Hedgehog and it becomes the entire Dragon Link card. Yo, you already followed me? Aw, thank you. I'm a fairly decent duelist in my own right, but I don't play Yu-Gi-Oh! Competitively because it's kind of my cheat game from the games I do play. I went to Nationals for One Piece TCG. I'm taking a little bit of a break because they added rotation. I'm unsure if I'm going to return to it long term, but I mean, I wouldn't mind doing like some casual One Piece stuff. Let me shout it out. Where is the community for that? Apologies, there's a bunch of cards all over my desk. Chat, go check out this story. But welcome. We're watching some duel live as I get all my cards together. I am bringing 3 different decks that I might want to play. One deck that I'm leaning towards, and about probably 200 cards that I might play. What deck am I playing currently? In Yu-Gi-Oh! I am currently playing Snake Eye Yummy with a build that I got from one of my friends, Hexley. Which chat you're about to head into ad. You play mostly Dark Magician. I think Dark Magician is like... Okay, so I kind of joke at Dark Magician and Blue Eyes, but they have a lot of reasonable support as of late. So, you know, I can see the deck doing a lot of things. Yeah, at the same time, I suppose the archetype has been out so long that you probably have an idea of what's going on, right? You probably know what's going on with it overall. So, I think it's fine as long as you're playing something that's cool. You only recently started playing Master Duel, so I actually started playing Yu-Gi-Oh! With Master Duel. A lot of people have like been playing Yu-Gi-Oh! For years, on and off, and come to Master Duel. I actually got into Yu-Gi-Oh! Like completely through Master Duel, so there's a lot of older archetypes I'm not super familiar with sometimes. I will say that like a couple years into the whole Yu-Gi-Oh! Grind, I guess we know a little bit more about it. Oh, there's such a vast amount of cards. So if I don't recognize a card or a text, give me a tiny bit of feelings. Just... You hope the energy of every sundial manifests in this weekend. Thank you. I'm gonna try to give it my best shot. I am not a duelist you want to take lightly when I end up on the other side of the table. I've gone top 16 and made day 2 for both of their major in-person events. So I'm hoping to make day 2 for this one at least. If not, I think it's finally time for me to pull out a win, you know. I haven't quite locked in my deck yet, but we're getting pretty darn close. Nesto, thank you for the follow. I'm assuming you also subbed on YouTube. I don't know how to see the subs on YouTube. We gotta get better with that. Hello, Exion. Welcome. Maurice, thank you for the sanity. You played Shadowless World Beyond on Sunday only. We have been trying to do a little bit of Shadowless. Our new friend Igni has been doing a whole bunch of stuff for it. I've just been so busy with the last those that we haven't kept. Hello, Kwame. Welcome on in. Hello, fellow duelists. We are doing alright. I am almost packed up with my cards. I think I just have to do like a triple check once I actually pack together. I will say, chat, that this is a shorter stream for me. Within the next hour is when we will cut off streams so I can get ready for my fights and stuff. Good night, Dakota. Thank you. And thank you for the sub. I hope to report back to you next stream as the Celestials World Champion. If not, I hope to do better than how I placed last time. Last time I placed 9th place, so it would be nice to at least make it to top 8 this time. I would love to make it to top 4, and if not, make my way to the finals and pull out a big one. We'll see if these cards are in the tape. You got dual level max day, you might miss day 1 of second stage. I'm going to miss the entirety of the DC Cup, I think. Which is kind of unfortunate, but like, I hope y'all cheer. Okay, chat. Our horses and our goats for the DC Cup. Y'all got to cheer on Juryu for us. And y'all got to cheer on little bro Jeff. If y'all don't know Jeff the Pusher Man, they've been grinding at the whole Yu-Gi-Oh thing for a while. They got really close one DC Cup with Snake Eye Fire. So he's been working really hard, and I hope that he sees good results this time around. And I mean, Julio lives and dies for him. He is... Gosh, he's one of the most dedicated players I've ever seen with DCP, and he has every right to deserve his spot at the World Championship. So I hope he locks back in his re-invite to World. Welcome back from the ad break, Twitch chat. Like I was telling chat while y'all were gone in ads. Since I'm going to be missing DC Cup, I need y'all to cheer on Jeff and cheer on Julio on my behalf. Oh? They summoned it. You think they summoned Pep too early? I mean, we got Tundra in hand that we drew into talent, which is insane. Upstart Goblin into Hornet Roll. Hello, Sankin. Hello, Tempiper. Hello, Pep. Hello, Fudge. Hello, Siggenpiper. Hello, Piper. Hello, Gustel in Haunted Mansion. That might come. Though I think we still have Fodra, so it should be fine. Come on, Josh, welcome on. Alright, hello, Transcended. And then now we just made... Yeah, now we just made Trident Dragon. Since we can attack multiple times, we beat over the one guy and then we crash him with Tab. And that should be more than enough chat to clear us into the game. What's your Senpai Pirate? If he summoned IP instead of Tab, it would have gone 2 banishes with SP. This is true. Though, I don't know how much IP would have... SP would have mattered once they got into the line for Sengen summoning. So it's hard to say. Because they could have tried to go through the Striker line through the Hornet line. You play a lot of punk and you get punished for summoning. Real and true. Do not summon stuff too early. Actually, you only play punk? Most average Tenpai hand of you. Let me get these good. I can't get distracted. We watch too much Macedor, and then all the time flies by, and then I don't accomplish my goal. Ah, well, thank you for the 28 months. How are you? Chat, will you chill on? Hello, thank you. Welcome on. Chat, will you chill on Sand Sally as she makes her way to the World Championship this weekend? Chill on Sand Sally. Please. Since y'all are my captive audience, I clearly demand it. Please. Yeah, I need more horse. I need more people in my corner. I need more people in my corner. Clearly, I'm like TSM. If y'all cheer for me enough, I will perform them. Shoutouts TSM. I promise I will do my best not to choke. I should probably do this and get this safe over this one. Get all of these cards in here. Did I change something? Siku, did you miss the debut? Siku, did you miss our big Kuka debut? Don't worry, we still have the same old smile. Well, okay, maybe with a little bit more of an upgrade. It's my hat? What about my hat? What have I done with my hat? It is going to be a pretty rough weekend though, chat. I am... It is the World Championship, so the tournament is quite stacked. You were sinking into despair and darkness with void and destruction. Goodness. Oh, Siku. I hope you find your way out of that. Oh, you were dying in Master? Okay, that's real and true. Real and true. You're so real for that one. I hope I don't get deck checked at PSA. So chat, did you all know that if you like take trading cards with you to the airport, right? There's a non-sale chance. So I need to count these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 20, 21. I have 21 of these. Do I have any more? Sorry, if you take cards with you to do TSA at the airport, sometimes a bunch of cards stuck together looks really similar to C4. So they will stop you to try to look at your cards. Nothing bad should happen, just stay calm, let them look at your cards. But this is a phenomenon that people like to call like deck checking. You like my upgraded smile? You notice I was streaming on Twitch, so you'll watch. Oh, welcome, Zing. Welcome to Twitch from YouTube. Cards can be C4, so it looks like C4. Basically, because all the cards are stacked so packed together like that, cards in a little deck box look like C4 underneath the X-ray scan. So you'll get stopped, and then they'll look at your cards and then tell you to get one out and get like a closer. So I have my whole script ready for when they stop me, and I'm like, I play a card game, a children's card game like Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh! And I'm gonna tell them exactly where my cards are, and then move on with my day. How's it going? I think it's going pretty good for me. How's it going for you? Chat, how's it going for the rest of y'all? If you haven't told me how your day is going, I demand you tell me now. Oh. How many cards would it take for a metal detector to detect it? I guess the question would be, is the foiling on cards the kind of metal that can get detected by a metal detector? If that makes sense? Like, so modern metal detectors are made to detect very specific materials. So if those cards aren't those materials, it really doesn't accomplish much, you know? So that's the only concern with your, like, little hand. Like, I'm not entirely sure if, your day is ending, you must be. Thank you for hanging out. Elemental Hero Chaos Nihos! Chat! There's another Heroes player! Also, have y'all been healing Master Duel twice? Let me turn that off. Y'all might have been healing Master Duel twice this whole time. Well, if it wasn't evident by my comment, welcome on in. I have a decent amount of Heroes players in my general, in my community. We have 2 people named Elemental Hero Stratos or something similar. One of our good friends, Slurvax, has been a Heroes player for well over 8+ years. Shadow Lord Zestiel, you're doing good. Welcome on in. Thank you again for the follow. Barrier Statue of Drought is still at 3. I mean, look, until they're able to consistently float it, they're gonna keep it like that. It's all insane. It's until it's a problem, they're not going to touch it. So I wouldn't hold out for hope. Your opponent has summoned all okay, but okay. So just because it happened one time, Konami only cares about statistics. Why do you think they hit diameter instead of circular? Because by the statistics, people who resolve diameter would win the game more than people that would resolve circular, because circular would get ashed or hand trapped. So they ended up hitting diameter instead because the numbers said diameter was the problem. But don't get me wrong, diameter was like a real hit to Math Mech. What was it, the right hit? I'll leave that up to you to decide. Are you related to Honest Neos, Real, and True? Neos watching the stream from Neos Tube? That could very well be true. Okay. I need to put these in here. I might need to bring some backup. I think that's a good idea. I need to bring some backup sleeves in case I need to sleeve additional spirits. So I know exactly which sleeves I'm going to bring along. So let me make sure I grab those right now. Forget. I will forget, and then I will regret it. And then we suffer. We suffer. We suffer. Well, there should be another block. So, aha. Here we go. Okay, I think... Now I could be wrong. I think I have sufficiently packed most of the cards I want to pack. So with that in mind, I think we chill. We chill for like another 30 minutes, and unfortunately, like I said, chat, it's gonna be a little bit shorter of a stream today. Let's see. Who else do we know that plays healers? Slumpy plays healers. There's a couple of other people that play healers too. So after we end stream, I'm snacking right now. So after we end stream later, I gotta get all my stuff packed because I got to get to the airport early. Chad, if you're doing any kind of travel in the US, you should know by now that they're not paying TSA. So there's a lot of staff not coming in. So the projected wait time of airports and such has gone up. Yeah, you want to get there at least 2 hours, if not 3 hours early. It really depends on your airport. I think if it is a major airport, you probably want to show up like maybe even 4 to 5 hours early if you'll buy like a really big one. Like LAX, I think maybe even like O'Hare, Atlanta. You like how modern day Yu-Gi-Oh is like hour turn. Hour turn, don't you know? Hey yo, Tenpai Dragon Chandra! Hello, Trident. Or Chandra chat. Or Chandra! So you're probably wondering, San, why do you like Tenpai? Because I appreciate unique decks and unique archetypes. And I didn't play during like Ancient Gear, doing Ancient Gear format. Because I started playing Yu-Gi-Oh! When Mass Idol came out. Chandra seems a little bit interesting to me. Because I've never seen a deck that like wanted to go second as much as Tenpai did. And being able to single summon in the battle phase seemed like a pretty unique mechanic. So that's why I had an interest in Tenpai. I like decks with kind of unique mechanics and gimmicks. I think one of the most masterfully done unique archetypes in Yu-Gi-Oh! Is the Novellis cards. If you aren't familiar, it is the modern support for Hungry Burger. The best part about the Novellis cards is that you use ritual spells to summon them, which are recipe cards. And then you use those to cook your opponent's monsters, which I think is just an adorable concept. The Mitsu player got cooked. I mean, if they got it, they got it, you know? I will say, chat, that like, despite what people think, it does take a little bit of skill sometimes to play Tenpai. If you don't open the nuts, you do have to actually properly use your interactions, and you do have to properly sequence sometimes to know how to end out the board. There are some games where you can't just go sing Genpai into Trident Dragon on win the game. And I think those edge case games are what I find kind of interesting. I really like playing decks like Abyssacto and Blender Patrol because I like to look at my opponent's board and take it apart. It's like a little puzzle. Hello, Spotted Tifa. Novellas be like, let me cook real and true. I think Thunder Patrol is very fun because it's very unique. It's a little rough sometimes if your opponent is playing mono archetype. But I like the flexibility that it provides, and I really like the utility of the deck. Abyss Actors is very interesting. I only play 2 Pendulum decks. I know how to play Dino Miss, but I only play Abyss Actors and Valmonica. My favorite thing about Abyss Actors is actually going second, because Abyss Actors has so many tools in its kit that I can usually take apart my opponent's board and take them out that turn. So it's a super fun exercise for me. It's like a little puzzle. I know how to do the entire 2023 Rika Sun Avalon combo. I know how to play Board Up. I know how to play Trap Twix, Twix Stores. I know how to play Loreless Twilight too. I know how to play Milky, although I don't have a Milky yet. You can't believe MST negates. Now, I think that's hilarious. I love that Yu-Gi-Oh! Does stuff like that. Where they take like a super old card and they just give it support like 20 years later. I think it is phenomenal. Any of the craft looks kind of funny to me because they're just giant like boxes and rocks. They're kind of a gross deck, all things considered. Did you hear that? Was it a regional that it won? I think it was a regional where any craft won with Magic Cylinder, which is crazy. I respect that so much. I respect that duelist so much. It's so cool. I love the concept. It's crazy. Who does that? Who does that? Hello, local toast lover. You and the 3 other Ashen players want support. Whoa, whoa, whoa. If we're talking about obscure archetypes that need support, where's my Tindango support? That thing was featured in the anime. Where's my Tindango support? Give me my Tindango support now. I think Ashen got away behind Tindango, alright. Where's my Penguin support? Huh? Where's my Penguin support? I love playing Penguin. I love playing Penguin. At least they did it in a somewhat fair way. Yeah, I think the way that they handled the Radiant Typhoon stuff is pretty balanced, all things considered. You saw a guy using Mirror Force in gold. I think that's pretty standard for Yu-Gi-Oh! I hope you and your Ashen players get support, but like, where's the Tindango support, chat? Where is the Tindango support? Tell me that, chat. Where is the Tindango support? And don't tell me it's Dimigul. That's just... Not every flip effect card is Tindango support, alright? I'm also really excited for, I want to play Clown Crew when it comes out. Bianco Viso and all his friends. They look kind of cute. Tindango. It's my main archetype. I'm probably one of 10 Tindango players in the world, but I'm probably also like, you know, one of the better ones. It's rather difficult to hear for some reason, huh? Is this any better? Tindango support. Tindango! Push back until they finish aluminum dog. What do you mean aluminum dog? I want more Tindango. This isn't Dark Magician, this is just Dragoon. Boo! Boo the duelist! Just play Dark Magician Pierre, you bozo. Whatever. Okay, chat, is this a hot take? Is this a hot take? I kind of think that Dark Magician players who rely on Dragoon are kind of lame. Is that a hot take, chat? Like, am I going to get cancelled for saying Dark Magician players who play Dragoon are kind of like, they don't believe enough in Dark Magician, so they have to play Dragoon? I understand that Dragoon's their best end board, but like, if you were a real one, you wouldn't need Dragoon. That's my hot take, chat. That's my hot take. Unsolicited hot take this evening. You saw a Dark Magician list with Devin, Crimson Dragon, and this meta? Dark Magician... Dragoon is the only good Dark Magician card printed in the last decade. I can agree with that statement. I'm eating food, by the way. If that's what y'all hear when I'm eating food. Yeah, anyone in the Mother's Uncle can present a, like, 6-star spellcaster on the board. Yeah, any spellcaster wants, it just becomes Dragoon nowadays. It's like the new, like... It's the new, like, Vodaconda without needing Vodaconda. Like, chat, any deck that wants a 1 of Diabellus can summon Dragoon. Oh my gosh, Cat! It's Catchalk! Cat, take me back. Take me back. I really like Totally Awesome. Take me back, chat. I like Totally Awesome. I like Chalk XE. Also, hello, Zero. Thank you for the photo. I think Vote is fine in Macedor, only because, like, okay. So this is kind of a hot take, chat, but I've explained my reasoning. So this opinion was formed before they added the Mochamis into the game. I think this opinion still holds true. Even with the Mochamis in the game, it's just a lot to have the Mochamis and Maxi legal. My opinion is that cards like Vodaconda, cards like Darwin, cards like Maxi, and like Overload, a lot of the cards that are still legal in Macedor, specifically like Maxi, and generic M-board cards, are actually manageable in Macedor because it is a best of one format. So you do require cards like Typhon, like Fancy Ball, like Bell, and like all of these extra deck generic monsters that become like answers to a board, to break a board, I think are valid to have in Macedor. It's just unfortunate when you have something like Darwin and like Overload, which become like an Omni in the game, to lock your opponent going second out of the game. But that's why cards like Maxi and the Mochami, specifically in Macedor, are kind of important, because in a best of one format, without those cards, there would be no way to check decks that, like, excessively summon. And there would be, like, little to no odds for the going second player to have any agency on the game, which is why cards like Dominus Impulse and all the other Dominus cards are good to also include. It's also why Tactics continues to be, like, a very popular card. It's because when you're going second in Macedor, like, A Sacred Beast deck? I don't know. I think this is just man versus Yubel or something. I think this is just man versus Yubel, chat. Oh. Huh. Oh, no, they... Yeah, this is just man versus Yubel. With, like, a little bit of Fiendsmith engine and, like, Voodoo twist. Get him, Yubel. Get him! Oh, no, the solo! Spell fail hit. But still, y'all, like, cards like Verte and... Oh my god, wait. Oh, that counts because it's a pop. How interesting. Hello, Link. Hello, SP. So, like, yeah. So I think, like, cards like Verte are, like, fine in Master Duel, things considered. They were, like, kind of extremely slashable for different engines, but, like, honestly, the worst thing people are making is, like, Dragoon or, like, DPE. Like, that's the worst Verticon has ever done for Master Duel. Was, like, make DPE or something, or, like, maybe make, like, a killing one. Yeah, the SP art is really cute. I have a Royal Regular Art SP, so I think I'm fine without the art. I'm gonna keep eating more food. Hello, Voodoo. Well, so the Dominus lock only happens if you use it from hand. Oh no, here comes Underworld Goddess. Nice try, you Belsia. They use both from hand. I haven't been paying a lot of attention to the duel, because I'm also losing, but... I mean, I suppose they were able to pull out a win in the end. This is probably, like... I want to say that this is Diamond. Oh, Masters Gaming. How interesting. Is this deck popular in Masters? Do Masters players play Man? I can see Masters players playing Yubel. Like, that's like an increasingly popular deck over time, but... Huh. Interesting. I suppose it didn't matter because they had enough resources. But... How interesting. Oleon is really good except for Evenly. I think there's very few cards that are good in Evenly. Hey yo, chat. Guys, okay, pause. Chat. Give me your opinions right now as we watch this yummy combo. Do you think this is pure Sky Striker or do you think this is Tempai Sky Striker? What do y'all think? Give me your thoughts, give me your opinions. While they're doing the yummy combo. Is this pure Sky Striker? Or is this yummy... I'm not yummy. Is this Tempai Striker? You saw Into the Void? I've seen Into the Void in pure Striker before. Your friend plays a yummy deck? I also have a friend that plays a yummy deck. Their name is Hexlex, and I took their list. So people have been improving on their concept. Hello, LDS. Hello, gamers. Welcome on in. Fam, how was your stream? Unfortunately, I am going to probably, like... I'm only here for probably, like, 20-30 more minutes. I'm doing a short little stream before I have to get ready before the World Championship. Thank you for the raid. I hope you had a good stream. Today's not Thursday, so it cannot be tournament day. What were y'all up to tonight, LDS? I am unfortunately not going to be able to do Duelist Cup this time. But we're hanging out, we're hanging out. We're hanging out, we're yapping, I'm eating a meal. Wait, if y'all don't know me, the name's Sandon Salya. Sansui, for short. I play Yu-Gi-Oh! Macedo, the One Piece TCG. Sometimes I duel it. I'm a world's competitor for a card game called Alestos, which I'm gonna be doing this weekend. I play Yu-Gi-Oh! Very casually. I play primarily rogue deck. You'll see on anything from Fandango to Vendred, the Maya Classy, Plunder Patrol, Abyss Actors, Penguins, Trickstores, a whole bunch of other stuff. Super Quantums. Ghost Rick. Goatee. Vanguard. I used to play Quad Fight Vanguard back in the day, but the problem with that is, so I played the original set when it came to English. So I played the 2012, 2013, 2011 version of Quad Fight Vanguard, and it has since rebooted itself twice, so none of my cards are legal. I play Alestros, and I am a world competitor for Alestros. I have gone to nationals for One Piece TCG. I play other card games competitively, but I play Yu-Gi-Oh! Very casually. You may have heard maybe Vendred instead of Vanguard, because I do play the deck Vendred. How am I doing today? Not too shabby, not too shabby. Again, Roku, no! We got Droll chat, that's evil. How are we doing today? Not too shabby. I think I have all the cards I need to take to Worlds. I'm taking 3 decks that I might want to play as a backup. 1 main deck. About all of a playset of every card I could possibly side deck for my main deck. On top of an entire bag with nothing but... on top of a bag with nothing but additional cards that I might want to side deck as packages for Worlds. So I'm probably taking like a good 300-400 cards with me to the World Championship. G-Era was so peak and before. I haven't kept up with Modern Vanguard, though I do have a couple friends that play. I have a friend called Dymax who plays Modern Vanguard. I have another friend that y'all probably don't know that goes to locals that also plays in BCS. Hello, Diagua. Would I win the entire tournament if I just used Blue Eyes Chaos Max Dragon? I don't think that's legal in Alesto, so I don't know if I could win the entire tournament with Blue Eyes Chaos Max Dragon. Because in Alestos you don't have life points, so if I can't make them lose spirits, I won't be able to win the game. So I played Angel Feather. I tried to like briefly play Granblue, but I'm an Angel Feather player. So I started playing the game just before they added Ride 4. Like, I had picked up the cards when it first came to English, like, just looking at a couple ones. Then they added Angel Feather, which I found very interesting for manipulating the health resource. Then they added my first Ride 4, Circular Soul Curio, so I picked her up. I got really lucky when I was younger. I had pulled, I think, 1 or 2 packs at the shop. And I pulled a perfect card, so I had the 1 of perfect card in my deck at the time. I only played with friends, so it wasn't anything I played with, like, real capacity. Vanguard meant, yeah, I'm as the kids call, you know, one of the OGs, okay? I played the original set, haven't touched the new stuff, apologies. Hello, Switchgill, come on in. You don't, yeah, okay, a funny story. I have the funniest story about Card 5 Vanguard, actually. It's one of my favorite stream stories. Okay, so someone comes into the stream and says, San, you used to play Quad Fight Vanguard? Yeah, I sure did. I sure did play Quad Fight Vanguard. So this is where we set the scene. chatter. I have a chatter who comes in. They come in obviously because I play Yu-Gi-Oh! And other TCGs, and they say, San, you used to play Vanguard? Yeah, of course I used to play Card Fight Vanguard. And I told them, well, I can't keep up with it though, because like, I don't think my cards are legal anymore. And they're like, no! I swear your cards are still legal in like, I forget what it was. Maybe they said premium or expanded format. I can't quite remember. So they say, no, San, I promise, your cards are still legal. And I'm like, really? So I have my hand camera. I walk over to my desk. I pull out my old deck. I bring it onto the screen. I show it to the camera. And I'm like, yeah, so these are my angel feather cards. And they're like, what's an angel feather? Like, what faction is it? I'm like, well, these are angel feathers. I don't know what a faction is. And they're like, Stan, I don't think your cards are legal. Like, when were these printed? Were they printed like after 2017 or something? I'm like, these cards were printed in 2012. I hope you know that. And they're like, what do you mean Card Fight in 2012? And so the next time someone tells me to play Modern Card Fight Vanguard, I'm going to tell them, been there, done that, my cards aren't legal, and don't try to convince me otherwise. I had another friend who's like, I thought Card Fight Vanguard came out in like 2015. I'm like, it did. It came out earlier too. I swear. You still don't have angels in standard? That's crazy. I mean, I don't care too much. I'm not gonna do it. Like, chat, been there, done that, alright? Been there, done that. I'm sorry. Like, I have a small gripe against games with rotation. And I have a small gripe with bot help. Shoutouts Gimmick Puppet FPK. I have small gripes. Small gripes with Bushy Road. Masses Gaming. Small gripes with Bushy Road. Because I like to be able to use my cards. It's one thing if you like ban a card or something for balance, but like, it's just hard for me to justify games with rotation. Because like, keep in mind at the time, chat, like I was a lot younger. I wasn't working, and I was about like getting ready to get into college and stuff too. So it's not like I had a lot of extra cash to spend on hobbies like I do now. So, like, for me, it just wasn't, like, realistic or sustainable in order to, like, want to keep up with a card game that rebooted itself twice. Likewise, anything that does rotation, I don't mind if there's rotation in a digital card game. But anything that has physical cards, I'm kind of just sitting there like, oh, what do I do with all these cards? And some games do an okay job with it. Like, Pokemon is a very cheap game, so I think it's fine that it does rotation. But I'm just personally not the biggest fan. Generation 1 Angel Feather was annoying to use in video. I've never even played the video game. Like, by the time I stopped playing Card Fight Vanguard, it was like immediately the last set that I opened was the set that Royal Paladin came out in. Yeah, original Vanguard didn't have rotation, but you know what it did? It killed its card game twice! That's all I'm saying, that's all I'm saying. Also, hello, you. I don't know if I properly greeted you before yapping about Card Fight Vanguard, but welcome to this stream. Welcome to this stream. Like, don't get me wrong, I like the concept of the game. It's actually what, like, made One Piece kind of appealing to me, is because One Piece has counter, which is similar to Blood. Chat, me when I play. Wait, what is that? Time Maiden? Time Maiden Yummy. I suppose anything is a level 1 engine these days. God, sorry. Goodness me. I think DC's not doing it for right now, but yeah. So like, I don't think it's wrong to enjoy different card games. I hope you'll understand my... not like trepidation. I don't even know if I would call it like I don't know if I would call it concern. Would I call it like maybe my like lack of inclination? Like, Don't blame me for not being super gung-ho about wanting to get back in the code to play Vanguard, like... Oh. There's my timer. So it looks like, chat, we have about 10 minutes left together before I gotta wrap up the stream. But TLDR basically, like... I hope you'll understand that if the reason why I don't want to play a game with rotation is because of, like, budget, and the reason why I don't want to play a lot of Bushiroad games is because they killed my core game. I hope that's understandable. Now, I had some interest in Hololive TCP, but then I learned that it was run by Bushiroad, so I'm kind of up in the air about it, because I do think that, what's the word? I do think that that game will be around for a little bit, and it seemed kind of like mildly interesting. There's a lot of people in my locals who play it. Like, we have like 20 plus players playing the game, and there were like 20 plus locals back when the game was only in Japanese, which is crazy. Kind of insane, chat. I'm not going to lie. Darkness Spiral! Goodness. But yeah, so like there's a lot of Hololive players, and I thought, like, you know, that's kind of interesting, chat. Like, what if the VTuber played the VTuber quad game? So I know, I'm kind of debating on that one, but like there seems like there's a lot of players that my locals interested in, so I'm sure I could easily pick up on the game. And they do have an English version of the game now, so it's not like I have to learn Japanese or anything to use the cards. It could even be something that I play, like, regularly, like, from a casual standpoint, too. Like, I don't think y'all would be upset if I made, like, YouTube videos for Hololive TCP, you know? We'll still be playing Yu-Gi-Oh! On stream. That's the whole thing. But I think it wouldn't hurt to have another, like, card game to, like, casually interact with. Yeah, maybe. Who knows? Maybe we're good at it and I become the world champion. For 2 card games, because clearly I'm going to win Worlds this weekend. Play for me. I'm gonna give it my best shot. I'm hoping that I'll be able to pull out a big win at a rest of Worlds, but it is a very tough playing field out there, chat. There are a lot of good players. I'm playing up against the best of the best, so... And some of the best are from my testing group, so like I gotta beat them too. I still need to eat this plate of food too, but I hope to have a good time. I hope I perform well. And if I don't, I guess I'm gonna go sulk in the corner or something. Again, chat, like I don't want to be too hard on myself, because like, you know, qualifying for Worlds is still in the teeth, man. I really want to do well. I want to do well. I don't know if I have the complete drive to win, but I want to at least get top 16. I want to break into top 8 and top 4 if I can. Thank you, Yuku. It was a wonderful conversation with you. Apologies for, like, hopping on your quad game, but, I hope you don't mind. I'm just a yapper. You say Vanguard's in a pretty good place right now. The last reboot happened 5 years ago, and it hasn't died after 15 years. I mean, I don't think they're doing anything wrong. I just felt like they wronged me in particular, you know? Like, that is my only gripe, is that it reboots itself. And, like, I heard also, with no confirmation, because I don't play the game, right? I was told that the new set is just wholly set 5. I heard that the new set is just this, like, or one of the most recent sets is just the same deck and the same play pattern. You just choose what skin you want to play. That is to say, chat, that, like, what I was told is that, like, one of the most recent sets of Vanguard, all the decks pretty much had the exact same gameplay. They had different, like, photos. Which sounds kind of bad. But again, I don't keep up with it, so I'll take what people say with a grain of salt for the most part. Only because, like... Only because, like, I'm not informed enough to know what is true and what is proper in that case, so... I don't want to, like... You know... I don't want to assume. That's crazy that they went droplet to protect the Nabu. Okay. I hope they get hard punished for this, chat. I hope they get hard punished for wanting to do that. Like, holy. It's Typhon. Huh. Interesting that they shuffled, I guess shuffling back Sunrise does kind of make sense, but... I guess Miracle Fusion, it never mattered. I suppose they weren't punished, but like... I really think I would just let the token go, you know? I feel like that's just a strange choice. That is such a strange choice. Like, I personally would never do that. Apparently the power creep of every deck feels the same. It's different between decks sometimes. I mean, I'm sure the game will figure itself out. I think the other bad thing I heard about Vanguard was like, this isn't like a bad thing, but like, isn't it that the retro format was something? Now that if you top the retro format, you get an invite to regular format for worlds? Like, didn't they discontinue like the retro format worlds or something? And people were very upset about that. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. But I swear people were up in arms about that, and I think that's kind of dumb. Like, why would you do that? Like, you have an audience for your retro format. Gosh forbid you host one additional tournament or something. Like, it's not like y'all are strapped for cash or something. You have so many IPs. Just like start properly marketing yourself. Gee, I cannot agree with that. I cannot agree with that. I think that's the dumbest thing I've heard in a whole minute. That's like saying that if you win Genesis format, you get an invite to regular, like, Yu-Gi-Oh! Worlds. Like, that's so dumb. If you play Genesis and you win Genesis, you want to play Genesis. Like, that's ridiculous, chat. I'm telling you, that's bozo activity. You think it's fair for this Sensei designs in a little stale? I mean, I don't know. Again, like, I don't actively engage with the game. I just... Oh my god, Platinum Gaming? Chat, we haven't seen a Platinum replay in a hot minute. Chat, did you know some of the, like, best duelists you see piloting in Master Duel actually, gameplay-wise, tend to be in Platinum? Thank you for the follow, Yuku. Also, Mika! Hello. I hope you've been well, girly. I am closing up stream soon in a little bit, unfortunately, but I wanted to get one last stream in before I go to the World Championship for a card game I play called Premium Regionals, aka the Legacy format, has been converted to qualifies for Standard. Yeah, like that sounds terrible. This sounds terrible, chat. Like, that's the dumbest thing I've heard in a whole minute. Yeah, I'm playing in a World Championship for a different card game. You know I like playing bad decks in Yu-Gi-Oh! So I'm pursuing my dream of playing another card game at a higher level because Yu-Gi-Oh's far too expensive, and I feel like that's probably suffering. Because why would I play anything except for my favorite deck in Yu-Gi-Oh? Yeah, it's Alestos. Hello, Psycho. Welcome on. Shane, the lobster's yapping. Good evening, my night is going well. Unfortunately, Shane, I am heading out in a little bit. Chat, I'll stay here as long as I have my food. I'm gonna finish up my food, then we're gonna call it for the night so I can get ready for my flights and everything else. But, gets me on the world stage this weekend. I'll ping y'all in the Discord if I make day 2. Y'all will find out. Let me actually link the Discord right now on Twitch and paste that into YouTube chat if you're interested. I still miss Totally Awesome. I miss Totally Awesome every single day. Apologies, I got the other eyes on. There's a weird OCG TCG split for Vanguard, but Japan doesn't care for premium at all, so Bushy's preference is showing. Okay, chat. I got one more yap about all these Japanese card game companies. They make all these terrible decisions because they think they got no competition. They think they got nothing going on because they got good card games and nothing is threatening them. You wanna know why Yu-Gi-Oh's stepping up their game? Yu-Gi-Oh! Was stepping up their game because One Piece didn't die. Alright? Yu-Gi-Oh! Konami is finally feeling the pressure. All these years of dilly-dallying and not trying to make any improvements to their game. They are finally feeling the pressure because One Piece has stuck around. I hope that Bushiroad starts doing the same, because, like, they can't keep getting away with this, chat! They cannot keep getting away with this, I tell you! I think One Piece is, like, a fine game. A lot of, like, Bandai games tend to play pretty similar. I feel like, in my opinion, it feels like every single Bandai game leading up to Gundam TCG was just like a beta test for Gundam TCG, which is the best of 3 format. And it has, like, some of, like, the better mechanics across the games when I've been told. Haven't messed with Gundam yet, but... I don't know, like, I hope for those y'all emotionally invested in your card games. Hey, yo, Zeus? Double A Zeus? Get there, boy! That's my goal. That's my horse. Anyway. Like I was saying. Ooh, that's beautiful. That's cool. Like I was saying, like, I hope that some of these other companies do start to feel pressure, because if you do not adapt and update your... Also, chat, my Master Client is dying. This happens pretty often, where, like, the game lags and we mix card arts. But don't worry about it, don't worry about it. No, it's not yet. Well, come on. You have your judge test tomorrow? Good luck with your judge test work. So tell y'all, a lot of these Japanese card game companies don't make active improvements to their game because they have no competition. So I hope they start feeling competition, because, like, this is unacceptable that you just let your game transpire the way it does. They have so much focus on the Japanese market, and they never pander to the Western market in any capacity. When the West is one of their biggest markets, and if anything is going to be the long-term investment that they're looking for. It's like, there's a finite amount of Japanese players out there, and if you continue to, like, not support your local scenes, which, like, chat, in the West for card games, everyone cares about, like, physical tournaments, YCSs, that is, like, the biggest draw. Like, regionals, everyone loves that in the West. The West is so competitively driven. That's why games like Riftbound are doing well, because they're properly supporting, like, competitive play and organized play. And if they do not keep up with this, they're gonna get left in the dust by card games that actually care and actually want to function properly. And it makes me really upset. I don't even play the Bushiroad game. It makes me upset because, like, well, think about all these card game players who are, like, being undersold because, like, they don't want to open more tournaments. They don't want to make any kind of other adjustments. They don't care about the meta. They don't care about, like, improving, like, the quality of card arts or anything. Like, I swear the Yakuza card arts that they're releasing in Vanguard look as terrible as that one MTG card that was just a screenshot of Ozai's face or something. Like, they can't keep getting away with this, chat. This is ridiculous. Hello, Biko Chungus. Welcome on. Thank you for the head pads. Thank you for the weights head pads. Thank you for the... Thank you for the hydrate. Don't get me started on TCGs now. I don't even play that many. I don't even play a lot of them physically on paper. Like, it's not even out the production value. You don't gotta go as crazy as you like Pokemon on your production value. Just put in some goddamn effort. Like, let people attend the spectators. Have side events. Even the basic stuff like that goes a long way. You hope I win on the world stage? Thank you, Shane. I hope I do too. Yeah. So apologies if y'all came into the yapping, but I have strong opinions on organized play in the Western side of core game. Twitch chat, I'm sorry, you wouldn't. I take this time. Doing the app. Eat my food. One. I'm kind of impressed how well both those sunglasses work on you. One of these eons you'll be able to understand and afford to play Vanguard. Okay, also, can we discuss how Vanguard doesn't have a proper digital sim, like, in any capacity? Like, even if you wanted to play digitally, like, isn't, like, Dear Days or something like $60? Like, holy. The thing with Vanguard is the problem with you is that if you go first, you're probably going to win, because second you go grade 3. You can kill your opponent on grade 2 because guarding cards is not enough. There's Dear Days 2 now. Is that one also $60? I'll fight them! I have strong opinions. That's another thing that One Piece TCG does well, okay? The One Piece TCG sim made by Botsu and his team has not been taken down by Bandai because they know that thing is carrying the entire Western market on its goddamn back. They don't have an official sim. This man spends all his time making the sim for the card game, keeping it updated. He's carrying the entire community on his back. And Bandai knows that. Bandai knows that the game would be nowhere near as popular if it weren't for the One Piece TCG sim. So all these other card games in the West who think they can just like shut down fan-made sims, they're dumb. They're so dumb for that. Because if you don't have a place to play, you don't have a card game. You don't want to talk about Dear Days 2, goodness me. I'm telling you, Chad, these companies are, as the kids say, fumbling the bag, alright? These companies are fumbling the bag when they have people who want to play their game. And they have no way for people to even play the game in an unofficial or official manner. Even having a manual sim. A manual sim goes so far. An official manual sim gets people interested in playing the game. Even if you can't automate all the fancy stuff like Macedon does. Macedon is probably the world's most premium online experience for a digital card game. But all you gotta do to get people interested is just have a working digital sim that has every single card. You can build decks and like make custom lobbies against your friends. That is all you need to get people playing your game. And that's why like, I've been keeping an eye on Grand Archive. Because Grand Archive is doing this. It's supposed to be a tool for content creators. But that's a way for people to play the game. Like the fact that some people can only play a card game digitally by bringing it up on tabletop sim is such a disservice. Such a disservice to the people who want to play the card. Oh my god, it's... Is this regular lab or is this math lab? Maybe it's just Trap Deck Turbo. Maybe it's just straight Paleo. Anyway. And here you are trying to play a discontinued card game with your brother. Like, that's the thing, Chai. Is it just makes me so upset because there's so many people that want to play these card games. And they physically can't. And these companies are shooting themselves in the foot because they don't want to bother putting in just a minuscule amount of effort. A manual official sim that is digital. Like, holy. then at least get you more eyes than not having any eyes. It gets people to try your game. It gets people talking about your game. I think Dear Days 2 is no different from Dear Days 1. Oh my god, yeah, with Battle Spirit Saga, holy. Welcome back from Ad's Twitch chat. We're probably heading out in like maybe 10 more minutes. I'm still eating, but you have a love-hate relationship with Mitsu. They got your favorite. They got your boy band. Real and true. That is rough when like you have a favorite card chap, and then it gets banned because it helps facilitate unhealthy gameplay in either the same deck or a different deck. Rest in peace, totally awesome. I'm gonna eat food. I'm gonna pack all my stuff. I'm gonna take like a 2-hour nap. And I'm gonna be on my way to Vegas to get ready for the World Stage. It was the only way that you could play Random Minion Token. I know we stopped yapping, but it's because I actually have to finish my food. It's because I have real goals that I need to accomplish. And one of those starting goals is finishing this food. I love coffee. Chat, while I'm eating, give me your opinion. What do you think is the most toxic card to have as a royal? Like, if your opponent was going to respond to you with a certain card and it was a royal, what would upset you the most, chat? What would upset you the most? If your opponent were to activate a card and the card was royal, which one does the most emotional damage? Thank you. Good night, Yuko. We'll wrap it up soon, chat. I'm almost done with my food. If your opponent is going to have a card that they activate or respond to one of your effects too, and the card is a royal finish card, which is the most toxic royal finish card to own? Or activate. Like which one, like, let's say your opponent has, like, a royal, like, call by or something. Maxi. Oh, see. No, I think Maxi's definitely up there. Give me your opinions, chat. Give me your opinions. Nibiru. Nibiru is also a pretty good one. How would y'all feel about getting like royal droll locked in birds? Like I know that that doesn't affect every single card archetype, but I feel like the decks that lose to droll lock in bird, they lose pretty darn hard. What's opinion? How would you feel if someone summoned like a royal type? Like, does that upset you, or do you just think that that's kind of like a dumb rule? You would want the royal for yourself. Alright, this is probably the last dual live that we want. So I hope that it's a good one. I hope that it's a good one. A player on Master has an all-royal labyrinth deck. I have heard of this person. Ooh, you think it might be evenly? I have a royal evenly matched. You know, that might be a fun activity, chat. We have to save it for another day. But what if I look through my entire collection and I have y'all vote on what my most toxic royal is? And then we go to Twitter or something to see if people agree with it. I love the music on the Ghost account. They might pull a royal and decide to play it, not because it's good, just because it's a royal. That's fair. I have a deck where I put in the Hey Tunade because because it was a royal. It was not good. I will tell you right now, it is not good. Disappointing royals. The most disappointing royal I have is Royal Runic Fountain. And I can't even dismantle it. I hate it. I hate it with a burning passion. I hate it with my soul. If I could trade it for anything else, I would. So Chad, if we ever become evil, we might become the most toxic evil player in existence to have a Royal Runic Fountain. So this is the version of the Yummy Snake Eyes deck that techs into a couple of synchro monsters in the extra deck. I believe it can also make Dragoon. Our version is just Yummy and yours is a Royal Blue Eyes alternative dragon. I I think also from the anniversary pack, I pulled like a second Royal Dark Magician. I was very upset with that. I have 2 of the Royal Dark Magicians. The ones that they just give you for free. With like the New Year's bundle. Yeah, we can't dismantle it yet. It's ridiculous, I tell you. Ridiculous. Goodness. Yeah, I know. It's evil, right? It's evil. How could they do that to me? How could they give me another Royal Dark Magician? I'm pretty sure. It's that or it's Blue Eyes. I have one of the two. Let's go check. Let's go check really fast. So there's this one. And this one. I have 2 of them, look. I have this one. And I have this one. I have 2 different royal arts of this bozo. Like, holy. Ugh. And I have a third. I know this comes from the anniversary bundle, but like, chat. Like, this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. I don't want these. 2 of them came from the bundle, but this bozo just decided to show up like this. Royal Sage Stayful. That one's pretty bad, I think. I try every time to dismantle it. I try every gosh darn time. I think probably evenly matched might be my most toxic royal. It might also be really. I think we have Shifter. We have a royal Shifter. That's also pretty toxic. You think this game wants me to play a horrible pet deck? Oh boy. Do I have the pet deck for you? Not about the guys over here. I play Tindenga. Thank you for the follow, Beep Beep. Thank you for likely the sub on YouTube. I play Tindenga, and I'm probably one of the top 10 Tindenga players in the world. Just ignore the fact that there's probably only 10 Tindengo players. I also have a royal cause, making a royal foolish. I might be the... There's no way! There has to be at least one more Tindengo player. There's no way. But yeah, I have a royal acute Cerberus. A perfect royal. That's my boss monster, though I think a royal Tindengo Hound would be fun, and a royal Dohos would also be nice. I need more royal. Alright, thank you for joining us. I suppose, for those of y'all curious, you can look at my royals. I'm gonna find someone to send y'all to. I'm really happy with the Royal Chaos space, because I like playing demons. We also have Royal Danger Jackalope. And, Shog is cute. I'm very happy with my Marine Cess Royal. This is actually the first Royal that I pulled out of the pack. I have this also. Anyway, so... I'm going to find a duelist to send y'all to because I have to get ready. For those of y'all who are new or those of y'all who don't know, I'm competing in a World Championship of a different card game this weekend. Thank you for the reset pants. So I'm gonna get ready for my flight. So apologies if you're just joining us, but I am a busy girl. I gotta double check and make sure I have everything packed up. So let's see who is live right now. I don't know if anyone I know is actually playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Huh. Let's hope that this person doesn't end their stream. So cheer us on for Lesto's World's Chat. I'm going to be sending y'all to Grey Graves. I don't know why I'm unsure why my space key got stuck, but... Thank y'all for coming out, YouTube. Thank you so much for hanging out, Twitch. Nice talking with y'all. SF Inquisition. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you, everybody, for coming out. I hope y'all have a nice rest of your day, evening, wherever you are. Send Grave all my love. I'll see you when I see you. Hello, Black Angel. Unfortunately, I'm actually heading out right now. I'm heading to a world championship this weekend, so I'm waiting out on Twitch and I'm gonna be clearing up on Yu-Gi-Oh! But again, for those of y'all who are new, I'm San Sally. I play primarily rogue decks in Yu-Gi-Oh! And I play other card games competitively. I do mad yapping. I have a couple hot takes. And I like to just hang out. And sometimes I do work. So, again, I'll see y'all when I see you. Cheer me on at Alestos Worlds and cheer on my teammates too. I'll report back to y'all after the weekend, hopefully as the next and first world champion. And just remember that you're all in my thoughts, $1. Bye bye, Twitch chat. Yeah, unfortunately you are kind of late, Enzo, but thank you so much for coming out to this stream. Bye bye, folks. I'll see you when I see you.